A 17-month-old toddler has died after being attacked by an animal near his home in the state of Louisiana. The body of the toddler, D'Angelo Zachar Manning, was found a half-mile from his family's home, according to a press release from the Claiborne Parish Sheriff's Office. The first report of a 4-year-old and 3-year-old missing from a home in Claiborne came in around 10 a.m. on September 18th. It is unknown if the two children were related. The older child was found 30 minutes later and was treated by paramedics for minor scratches. A few hours later, around noon, a 17-month-old child was found dead in a remote area where it had recently been harvested. Police said the child's death appeared to have been the result of an animal attack. The investigation into Manning's death is ongoing. Authorities have not named the type of animal involved in the attack. The baby's mother, Angelica Marquez, wrote a Facebook meme about her child. "I found out I was pregnant with you on my birthday. It was a big surprise for me, but I was so happy I had you. Manning was always smiling. You were amazing. Believe me, you were, my Snoopy, my best friend." The grief-stricken mother wrote that she was trying to keep calm for your brothers and regretted not hugging you one last time, kissing you and saying I love you. She added, "I just don't know how to deal with this child. I'm so sorry." A married couple, their 2 children and 3 dogs were found shot to death in a home in suburban Chicago on Sunday. Police do not believe the incident was a suicide and are searching for the killer. The bodies were discovered around 8:40 p.m. in Romeoville by police officers who were dispatched to the home by concerned relatives of the victims to check on their well-being, Romeoville Deputy Police Chief Chris Byrne told reporters Monday. The victims are believed to have been shot between Saturday evening and early Sunday, Byrne said. The deaths are being investigated as a homicide, he said. The adults have been identified as Alberto Rolón and Zoraida Bartolomei. The names and ages of their children were not immediately available. One of the family members did not show up for work at 6 a.m. Sunday and did not return phone calls throughout the day, Byrne said. Family members became concerned. According to CBS Chicago, while forensic investigators were going in and out of the home taking photos, several brown and pink bags were taken from the home while they examined the scene. A computer screen and part of a window were taken from the scene, the TV station reported. Police did not release any details about a possible suspect. Police said later, the suspected killer of a suburban Chicago family died in an Oklahoma fire along with his passenger. Nathaniel Huey Jr. of Streamwood, Illinois, tried to elude authorities after a digital license plate detector spotted him Wednesday in Catoosa, Oklahoma, but he crashed the vehicle and it caught fire, police said. It's not yet clear whether the crash or the gunshots officers heard at the scene killed himself and a woman who was his passenger. Huey, 32, is suspected in the deaths of Alberto Rolón, Zoraida Bartolomei, and their 2 sons, ages 7 and 9. They are believed to have been shot dead on Saturday night into Sunday at their home in Romeoville, located 30 miles, 48 kilometers, southwest of Chicago. Police said they were asked to check on the family Sunday night after a family member failed to show up for work in the morning and phone calls went unanswered. A man and a woman have been charged after a 1-year-old boy died last week from apparent opioid exposure at a New York City daycare center, authorities said. Gray Mendez, who ran Divino Niño Daycare from an apartment in the Bronx, and Carlisto Acevedo Brito, who lived in the apartment, were arrested Saturday in connection with the death of Nicholas Feliz Dominici. Mendez, 36, and Brito, 41, were arrested on charges of assault, criminal possession of a controlled substance and drug paraphernalia, endangering the welfare of a child and manslaughter, according to the New York Police Department, NYPD. New York City Mayor Eric Adams, NYPD Commissioner Edward Caban, and NYPD Chief of Detectives Joseph Kinney said at a press conference last week that in addition to the deceased Dominici, 3 other young children were hospitalized as a result of the Friday afternoon incident. Adams said 4 children at the daycare apparently came into contact with an opioid, resulting in the hospitalization of 3 children, and 1 child died from that contact. 2 people are dead in an apparent murder-suicide that occurred Wednesday at a Walmart store in Hiram, Georgia, according to police. The shooting at the Walmart store, located at 4166 Jimmy Lee Smith Parkway, occurred at approximately 7:30 p.m. local time. A press release from the Hiram Police Department identified the deceased as 20-year-old Zoe Nicole Messenger and 26-year-old James Wyatt Nicholas Norton. Norton was a Walmart employee. According to the report, the initial investigation revealed that the deceased were previously in a relationship. Norton approached Messenger in the store, where they apparently had a brief conversation. Norton then pulled out a gun and shot Messenger before pointing the weapon at himself. A senior officer on the scene took control of the gun found in the possession of the 2 individuals and called for medical assistance and additional law enforcement provided by the Paulding County Sheriff's Office. The Hiram Police Department said the rest of the store was checked for other victims or suspects, but none were located. A 6-year-old Texas boy named Jeremy is in intensive care after he was reportedly attacked by a neighbor in his home. A statement released by the Williamson County Sheriff's Office of Texas said the attack was treated as a random act. They added that the public is no longer in danger. On September 11th at approximately 5 a.m., Williamson County Sheriff's deputies responded to a disturbance at a home located on Rock Mill Loop in Georgetown, according to a Facebook post. The Facebook post goes on to identify Daniel Logan, who the sheriff's office says illegally entered his neighbor's home and beat a child with a baseball bat. During the investigation, detectives determined that Logan entered the home armed with a baseball bat and assaulted 2 people, including a 6-year-old child, the Williamson County Sheriff's Office said in a Facebook post. Both victims were transported to area hospitals for medical attention. The 39-year-old man is charged with 2 first-degree felony counts of corporal injury to a child and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon on a family member. According to local Austin television station Fox 7, Logan also allegedly hit his 65-year-old mother, Cynthia Logan, with a bat. According to online court records, Logan was ordered to undergo a psychiatric evaluation on September 12th. Logan's attorney Mark Chavez said, "Our hearts and prayers go out to the boy as well as his family during this difficult time. While the allegations sound disturbing, we ask everyone to refrain from judgment until all the facts are in, especially while we investigate issues related to serious mental illness. Until that time comes, we will continue to hope for the best recovery for the boy." A GoFundMe page set up by Layla Dabakay and the child's father, Arturo Diaz, asks Terra Vista residents to help Jeremy in any way they can, whether through monetary donations or volunteering in some capacity. The fundraising announcement noted that the boy is currently fighting for his life after a horrific attack that left him in critical condition. But together we can be the ray of hope he so desperately needs. Jeremy is described as a bright, energetic child with a heart full of dreams and a future filled with potential. An unprovoked attack in his home left the boy with serious injuries and a long, uncertain road to recovery, according to the GoFundMe post.